All right, this is the in-service training video on the new Acron Mercury monitor that the department recently purchased. This is a 500 gallon a minute manned or unmanned monitor. It uses a 2.5 inch line, a single 2.5 inch line connected to it. So we'll start off first by just talking a little bit about it. It is a 14-pound monitor, very lightweight. One hand you can pick it up. It has a 500 gallon minute fog nozzle on it. So when you say fog nozzle, that means it has to operate at 100 psi nozzle pressure. So again, this is 100 psi nozzle pressure operating unit. We have the nozzle right here, and it's a typical fog nozzle. You turn it to change the pattern, which you'll see in the next video. We have the operating valve, which is right here, forward and back, just like a bail on the nozzle. All the way back towards the hose is on, all the way forward is closed. There's a little bit of extra pieces in here. When you set this up to be used in any form, you need to open up the legs on the bottom. The legs on the bottom simply fold down on either side, just like that. And as you can see on each leg, there is a carbide tip there and there. There's also a carbide tip up here on the front. These carbide tips are designed to dig into the ground, dig into pavement. They are not designed to be used on metal. So keep that in mind. They may slide around on hard surfaces such as metal. When the legs are out, you can set this up for a single person operation with a Boston loop. So your hose would come around, loop under itself and into the monitor. If you want to use it as unmanned operation, you have to use the securing strap. This strap is wrapped up in this little pouch. It uses a carabiner and a D-ring to extend the strap as needed. The carabiner needs to be secured to something that is secured in the ground, whether it's a picket or a street sign or something, it needs to be secured. If we use a picket off the heavy, the picket needs to be driven in 9 inches into the ground at a slight angle, away from the monitor. The picket then gets hooked, or this carabiner then gets hooked around the picket, and you can turn it on, set the monitor where you want it, and walk away. Alright, we're going to do an in-service training video on the new Acron Mercury monitor. And it's a typical fog nozzle. It's operated at 100 psi, as well as it has the adjustable fog pattern and movement. Now I said it can be operated manned or unmanned. When it's operated in manned, you connect the 2.5. If you wanted to use it in unmanned, you have to use the safety strap to secure it in place. So set up with a Boston loop for a single man operation and the hose wrapped around and go under itself. Simple operation starts off with pulling the lever towards you. Again, it's the same as any fog nozzle. To change your pattern, you just rotate. Set it to a nice wide fog pattern. If we need to protect exposure, set up a water curtain. Or down to a nice straight stream pattern. Be a pinpoint accuracy. Now again, water's flowing. 2 fingers. Very easy to move. Up and down, same way. Very easy. You can set it, forget it, flowing 500 gallons a minute. There it is on apps 1. instructions for this. It's about a 10-page manual. It tells you all the parts and pieces and all the stuff that comes with Acron nozzles. Again, that's on Apps 1. It'll be under training files or under the nozzles folder.